My partner and I are about to get married. We've been together for 12 years, but always long distance. Both of us have been in other relationships before, but it's never been an issue. However, as his stress levels have increased, he has started making comparisons between me and a sex worker. Despite setting clear boundaries and having arguments about this mindset, it resurfaces every few months. This has been deeply hurtful, as I believe that we both understood and respected each other's pasts. Now I feel unsafe and often hesitant to share physical intimacy with him. He insists that the terms related to sex work are meaningless to him and only meant to express his frustration that I am not as open with him as I was with previous partners. He feels that this indicates that I don't find him attractive enough and hence the lack of intimacy between us. Although he realized later that intimacy is the root cause, he still resorts to name-calling, which he always apologizes for afterwards. It takes me months to recover from these incidents, leaving me reluctant to be intimate with him. Recently, I even cancelled a hotel reservation due to feeling uneasy, which triggered him again to use those words, and then once again explaining it as stemming from feeling unattractive and unwanted. He also feels rejected when I'm not comfortable with PDA. I once believed that he was a progressive and secure person, but now I'm uncertain. I always felt that our intimacy was generally okay, especially before the hurtful language began, and believed that it would improve once we lived together. However, I'm worried about what might happen if I reject him in the future for whatever reason, and what more I may have to endure. What should I do? I wanted to read this whole question out loud, even though it was really long, because I wanted you to actually hear what is going on. Sometimes when you're too close to a situation, it's difficult to see clearly what's happening because our brain gets clouded with the maybes and the perhapses and the what ifs. Now, whether or not you go ahead with this relationship is entirely your decision. Nobody else can decide that for you. But here's a couple of things from me. 1, your gut is generally always right. 2, it's wonderful to be constantly forgiving, but that doesn't give him a reason to change his behavior. 3, patterns of anger and violence do not change on their own. They need an outside professional intervention. And 4, living in fear is a terrible way to live. Please choose wisely.